this bad boy debuted in '54, it was the most expensive guitar that you could buy. This was not the working man's guitar. This was a showpiece. This was a headliner's guitar. This was for the cowboys and, the rockabilly stars. The electric guitar was just invented like in the early 50s. So this is kind of like a crossover between an acoustic and an electric. They were still figuring stuff out. Our top construction on these things is just insane. It's beautiful. They were all handmade in small batches. So when this guitar sold in '57, '58, it had a price tag of between $600 and $700. Roughly 5 times that of another, competitor's electric guitar like a Fender or a Les Paul. $600 is not a lot of money now, but if you go and adjust for inflation, $600 is like $7 grand now. So, this was a $7,000 guitar in 1958. So you could imagine who was buying it. They were, stars, country stars, Elvis, Scotty Moore, Dwayne Eddy, these type people, icons in music were buying these guitars. So, here's the real kicker. These were so labor intensive and handmade. They were very hard to make. So they didn't make many of them. In '57, Gretsch, basically it's believed that they made around 300 Falcons. So, '58 was a little bit of a slight increase, maybe 500 to 600 Falcons. And what most people don't realize is only a fraction of these guitars exist today. A very small fraction. People didn't know that they would become relics. They would become archived pieces, centerpieces of collections. They just played them to death, like this one's been played. Look at the patina and the cream on that finish, just amazing, right? So by '58, it's estimated that only, they made 500 of them, 600 of them. It's estimated there's about 40 of them in the world that are still around, and they're pretty special.